Hello and good evening. My name is Liyana binti Muhammad RIZAL and my metric number is 282630, and today I will be presenting our assignment for virtual game and also an AR filter. For this VR game assignment, we were taught to make a running and also pick up points features that can be used in our games. As you can see here, this is my front menu page. There are 3 buttons, which is play, option and also quit. But only 2 buttons are functioning, which is play and also option. From the option button, you can see that we can adjust the volume. And there is another button labeled as back, so you can go back to the main page. And lastly, the play button, where you can click it and it instantly brings you to start the game. As you can see, this is the preview from the camera display inside Unity. Therefore, the rendering is not the most compatible or the most refined one. The color seems a little bit more dim. I have made the character to manage to pick up points from collecting the stars, especially when the character hits on the stars, it will automatically collect 5 points. I have set the camera to make sure that it will follow the character, and also there is a sound effect on each star, especially when the character will hit on the stars. This is just a simple run game for testing, therefore I did not create a longer path for the character to finish its route. Now to see how the game looks like after finish building it. As you can see, the menu page is slightly smaller even though I have adjusted it. It doesn't fill out the whole camera scene, but all the buttons are still functioning. And now as I click on play button, it entered the game scene. The game scene looks more lively, the colors are slightly brighter. But sadly, in the build mode, the respawn function is not working. Therefore, the character cannot respawn automatically. The next assignment is to create an Instagram AR filter. Before creating one, I have done a little bit of brainstorming to get the idea of the filter that I wanted. First, I want to create something that is relatable to the current issue. Therefore, I pick the nearest program that we have currently in UUM is Festival Apresiasi Seni 2022. Secondly, I want my filter to represent fun and educational. And lastly, I want everyone can use it for a cause and not just for fun or to look pretty. On the first stage, which is the pre-production, I have drafted out the idea or the design that I wanted for how my filter will look like. So this is how I decided to create my filter using Spark AR software. As you can see, it can work on both front and back camera, and it has 4 different frames. I decided to use a Kedah slang so that it will look much more fun. So the 4 different frames are makan-makan, macam best, riuh ngat, hampa mai tau, and I also added a little slight makeup effect onto the face tracking. So when the user use this filter, it will automatically smooth their skin and also add a little bit of tint on the lips and cheeks. How I did a little bit of tint to the cheeks and lips and also smoothen the skin is by creating the design using Photoshop and save it as PNG, as you can see in the video. Next, from the video patch editor, I added the function where user can interact with the filter. Therefore, I added the tap function into the filter, where the user can tap on the screen and it will change the frame. So there are 4 different frame design, and it will change continuously and go back to the frame number 1. Now that my filter is done using Spark AR software, I would like to publish it on my Instagram. Therefore, I will export it to Spark AR Hub. And you can see here the filter named Fias22 is labeled as visible, meaning it is approved by the owner of Instagram. From the details here, I have added the demo video.
Kena halau kan?
Yes, kan? Okay, next week ada VR, so belum tu.
And on the right side of the screen, Spark AR Hub showed an example of how it will look like when it appears on my profile. Not to forget that I also added a cute thumbnail for my own filter. This filter is available on Instagram and everyone can use it. That is all from me for my individual assignments in VR4. Thank you.